Welcome to another fun-filled episode of The Wave, our weekly show where we talk about shit that's going down on Netflix.
And other movie-related news and stuff.
But mainly Netflix. My name is Adam.
I'm Nick.
I remembered it this week.
I'm still never quite sure where you're going to put it in, though. So
it's because it just comes into my head and then I say it. One day I'm just going to put it at the end.
Yeah, why not?
Thanks for listening. I've been Adam.
Yeah. And now I've been someone else.
Yes, you've been not Adam. How are you, Nick?
I'm good, Adam. Very good.
Good. Glad to hear it. What have you been up to?
I had to record a video tribute this week.
Oh, no.
Which was interesting. No one's dead.
What does that mean?
Don't worry.
Oh, I was going to say.
So, it's one of my friend's 40th birthdays coming up, and his wife has organised a video tribute to be done. So you kind of do it all remotely, obviously, record your 30 seconds or whatever,
Nice.
and send it off. So I did mine the other day. Obviously,
Excellent.
It was prime bottom of the stream quality. Standard.
Obviously.
So that was a first for me.
Excellent. I suppose we're going to get a lot of that coming up, aren't we? Everybody we know is going to turn 30 in the next few weeks.
Time of life. I mean, or 40. But
What did I say?
30.
I've got lots of younger friends.
Yeah, you're not passing for 30, no offence. I don't know why I said no offence, blatant offence.
Thanks, mate. You're not far behind me.
No, but so that was cool. I think that's mostly the most exciting thing that happened to me this week, to be honest.
Yeah, it's
How
not been
about
Yeah, I haven't really done anything, if I'm honest. Kind of wallowing away in my own house. I just have been now for over a year.
Maybe you need a new hobby. I'm going to lead straight into something which
Go on.
absolutely tickled me this week in the news. Did you hear about this guy who completed his 6-year mission to park in every parking spot of his local Sainsbury's?
No. What?
Yeah, 211 spaces that he was eligible to park in. Yeah. So he discounted the disabled bays.
Yeah,
he's not disabled. But he does have a small child, so he did count the parent and child spaces.
Right.
And yeah, he finished this week 6 years to park in each, and he wasn't going specially, so it was every time he went to do his shop, plus any like weekly little top ups.
How did he keep track? How did he know?
Oh, he's got a spreadsheet. It's brilliant.
Oh, amazing! I need to see this.
I was trying to send you the link. He's got stats, so he's ranked the spaces. So the god tier spaces, ones to avoid.
Wow,
it's awesome. I'm gonna find the guy's name so we can give him a proper shout out.
Yeah, give him a shout out.
But it's just really fascinating. He did a whole Twitter thread. He became Twitter famous this week.
I can't believe I've not seen that. That's awesome.
It was in. I think it was down near London. I think it was Bromley, if I remember correctly.
I mean, you might need to get out a bit more, but it's quite an achievement.
Shoppers spent 6 years parking in all 211 bays at Sainsbury's to find the best one. Gareth Wild, aged 39, look, he's reaching that big 4-0. Describes his feat as his magnum opus.
Wow.
Excellent.
What?
Yeah, 6 years.
What an achievement. What a way to spend it. I suppose if he hasn't been going out especially to do it, then it's not that sad really when you think about it. It's just parking in a different spot every time.
Yeah, because I think that would have been cheating.
It must have got annoying as he got towards the end, when he'd only got like 3 or 4 left, and if he'd go there and somebody was in all of those spots, do you just wait? Or do you just give up that time and go the next time?
You pick another one, yeah.
But what if you've only got like 1 left? When he's trying to get the last one, it's like the best spot. Could have taken ages. Just go at like 10 in the morning, 10 at night.
Yeah, a quote from Mr. Wild says that after a few years of going each week, I started to think about how many of the different spots I'd parked in and how long it would take to park in them all. My life is one long roller coaster.
It really is. I'll tell you what, it's made me feel a little bit better about mine. So I've not quite got to that stage of lockdown yet.
Yeah, he's done an aerial view of the car park. He's mapped it out.
Amazing.
And, rated the spaces. So, yeah.
I imagine the best ones are nearer the door, and then as you get further away, they get worse.
Basically, yeah. So near the entrance and the exit. So he's rated them as God tier, useful, or avoid.
Nice. Don't park near the trolley base. That's always the worst spot.
Yeah, well, he didn't. Yeah, he said the row near the trees was obviously a bit dangerous for having your car just shut on by birds.
That's true. Yeah, you've got to be careful.
I thought it was great.
Good on him.
Really, really tickled my fancy.
Can we do a This Man's Got Twitter famous feature every week?
Yeah, why not? I'm sure.
Just find some random person who's accidentally got famous.
Yeah. No, congratulations to Gareth Wild, because that is right up my street. Or my car park.
Me. Cool, shall we move on to some Netflix news?
Yeah.
Give the people what they've come for.
I think we might struggle to top that news story, but we'll try.
Agreed. Where do you want to start? You want to go first?
I can do.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you know Kiss?
Yeah, I've seen Kiss live.
Yes, me too.
They were awesome.
They are closing in on a deal with Netflix for a biopic.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's going to be called Shout It Out Loud, and they're hoping it will do for Kiss what Bohemian Rhapsody did for Queen.
Wow.
What did Bohemian Rhapsody do for Queen? I don't know.
I don't know. Not a lot.
Didn't make them more famous, did it?
No, they were aren't they already like the most famous band in the world anyway? Or one of. And so are Kiss, to be fair.
Exactly.
Does he mean make us a shitload of money?
Yeah, well, yeah, like they need more of that,
yeah. Yeah, true.
It's going to be directed by Joachim Ronning, who directed the Maleficent sequel and also Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales, which I think was the most recent one.
Oh, right. So is it going to be like a documentary or like a...
biopic.
Oh, wow. So there's going to be people playing them?
Yeah, that's what we're saying.
Who do you cast as Gene Simmons? That's crazy. I don't even know where to start trying to cast that.
Great question. So we'll see. But yeah, Netflix are very close to inking a deal. If that kind of story comes out, it's not going to happen, is it?
No, not at all. I'm surprised it's not happened before, if you think about it. Well, Kiss literally market everything about themselves. How has there never been a biopic on them?
Yeah, exactly. Merchandise, they're very cinematic, aren't they? So
they've made more money from merchandise than they ever did from music.
Oh, yeah. I would
easily,
suggest
probably 3 times over. Yeah, interesting. That'd be good. That's worth keeping an eye on. Definitely.
I've got a real soft spot for role models. You remember that movie? It's probably like 10 years old now.
Probably is.
That's all when they dress up as Kiss at the end. That's cool. That's funny.
Of course, yeah, I'd forgotten about that. Is that Sean William Scott?
It is, yeah. And Paul Rudd.
It's probably more than 10 years old.
Yeah, it's got to be in that ballpark.
Okay, I've got a new story.
Can I just stop you?
Yeah.
We're going off plan because my phone's just buzzed.
Right.
And it's one of those breaking news alerts.
Oh, right, okay. Something gone on in the world.
It involves someone who's been on this show.
Oh, really?
Who we've talked about quite a lot. I'll just read this as it's come through. So it says, from the BBC, breaking news, BAFTA has suspended actor Noel Clarke after newspaper allegations of sexual harassment.
No way.
He received like the Legend Award, didn't he, about a month ago?
Yeah, not literally like last month or maybe even earlier this month. Wow.
I'm sure we're going to see plenty about that in the coming days.
Wow. Botsker Award winning Noel Clarke as well. Maybe we'll have to strip him of it.
It wasn't one of the good awards though.
No, that's true, but it was still an award. Wow. I love a breaking news. I'm going to put like some sort of breaking news sound effect or something.
Yeah, that's never happened before. Okay.
It's just come up on my phone as well. Everybody's just getting pinged all around the world that Noel Clarke's a sex pest. Allegedly. Don't want to get sued.
You've heard it here, not first, because it'll be about 3 days before this episode gets released.
Yeah, that's true. It'll either be debunked by now or it'll be all over the world.
Anyway.
That's interesting that that's come through whilst during a record. That's never happened before.
That was quite exciting.
It was. Catherine Ryan. Do you know Catherine Ryan?
Sure, I watched her last night on something.
Did you? What did you watch her on?
I don't actually know what it's called. She's got this new show on the BBC. It's basically like the Bake Off, but it's for jewellery.
Oh, right, okay.
So people make jewellery and get judged, and she's the host.
I see. So you weren't watching The Duchess?
No, I have seen that.
It's not coming back.
Oh, okay.
Netflix have axed it today due to poor viewing figures.
Yeah, it was all right.
Revealed by Catherine Ryan herself. I thought it was quite good. I quite enjoyed it. Apologies if you could just hear a massive helicopter just go over my house.
Yeah, it's just gone over
really
my
loud.
house as well.
It was so loud. Oh, that shows how close we are.
Yeah.
So close and yet so far away.
We're under the same sky.
Yeah, definitely. All of us are. Right, what's next from you?
Vivo.
Vivo?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's Lin-Manuel Miranda's animated musical.
Okay.
And it's coming to Netflix.
Right.
It wasn't supposed to.
Okay.
So we've seen a few of these, and I'm sure we'll see many more in the coming months. This is a movie that was originally scheduled to release in the cinemas, but Sony Pictures has sold it to Netflix instead.
Yeah.
So no cinematic release for that. Yeah, it will be coming straight to Netflix later this year. It's directed by the same guy who directed The Croods, which was a very successful animated film a couple of years ago. Vivo is about a rainforest honey bear, who's voiced by Miranda, who spends his days playing music to the crowds in Cuba.
Cuba. Interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. That sounds good.
So, yeah, that is. See on Netflix. You do not need to go to the cinema to see Vivo.
Interesting. I don't like things that are supposed to come to the cinema. Get them into the cinemas. Let me get back there, please. Do you know who Bo Burnham is?
Yeah.
You sure?
I do. He's a comedian / actor
/ director.
Yeah.
He has announced on Twitter this week that he has a new comedy special coming to Netflix.
Okay.
It is titled Inside, and he has made it himself. He says, it was filmed by me alone, with no crew or audience, over the course of the past year. It is almost finished. There's a teaser video, which features him. The video starts from a clean-shaven face, playing a piano, and by the end of the trailer, he's got a full-on quarantine beard. So I think he's literally stayed in his house and just recorded himself for a year, being funny.
Why not?
Exactly.
If you can get some money for it.
Doesn't have a release date yet, but he has got a few Netflix specials already on there if you want to check them out.
Excellent.
And I may mention him again later in the episode.
Nice.
Tease. There's a tease. Next.
I'm gonna keep on the track of, since it seemed to annoy you so much, and that is one of my favourite pastimes. I'm going to keep on the track of things that are no longer coming to the cinema. So, Amazon have paid $200 million for.
That's a lot of money.
The Tomorrow War.
Right.
Which they released a teaser trailer for this week, and it arrives on Amazon on July the 2nd. It is Chris Pratt's new movie.
Okay.
And
sounds futuristic.
It is. It's an alien invasion type movie. Teasers are okay. It's only like 30 seconds long, so it's not too in depth, but it looks all right. So, I mean, the synopsis is that this movie is set in the present day, and the world is left stunned when a group of time travellers arrive from the year 2051 to deliver a very urgent message.
Interesting. Sounds good. I like Chris Pratt. He's always good, isn't he?
Yeah. Usually good value, isn't he? So,
yeah. No issue with him. In fact, I quite like all of the Chris's. Chris Evans, Chris Pine. They're all similar styles.
Which one's the best? Which one's the best?
My favourite Chris. Probably Chris Pratt.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of Captain America, so.
I'll be leaning towards Evans, to be honest.
Would you?
Yeah, I think so.
It's close between the three of them.
The Tomorrow War also stars Yvonne Strahovski.
Name's familiar.
J.K. Simmons.
Awesome. Love J.K. Simmons.
Oh,
again,
and
always good value.
Also, Betty Gilpin, who was in Glow.
Oh, yeah. I know what you mean. Excellent.
July the 2nd.
I will keep my ears open for that. I'll try and check that trailer out as well. Have you seen the trailer for Sweet Tooth?
I saw it today.
It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you've not checked it out, Sweet Tooth's a new TV show that's coming to Netflix. I don't really understand what it's about, but it seems to be about animal-human hybrids. Produced by Mr. and Mrs. Downey. Oh, is she Mrs. Downey Jr. or is she just Mrs. Downey?
I'm not sure.
Robert Downey Jr. and his wife are producing it anyway.
Yeah. She's just a Downey, surely.
She's just a Downey.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Downey Jr. and Mrs. Downey.
Yeah, it's about a boy who is part boy, part deer.
Yeah, it seems like it. But the trailer's awesome.
His journey. Yeah, it's good.
Based on a DC comic, I believe. So yeah, check it out. That's coming on June the 4th. That's not even that far away now.
No, not at all.
Keep going. How much more news have we got?
A couple more.
Cool.
Do you know Bob Ross?
Of course I know Bob Ross. Who doesn't know Bob Ross?
I mean, world famous paintist.
Paintist.
Yeah.
Painterer.
Yeah. And
yeah. What about him?
You know, wondrous hairstyle. He has been dead for ages. But that is not stopping him, because there's a documentary about him coming out to Netflix. Again, this summer. Do you know what it's called? I don't know if this is a bit of a clickbait title, but the title of this documentary is something else.
Right.
It's called Bob Ross, Happy Accidents, Betrayal and Greed.
Oh.
I don't know much about this guy, but I'm up for all of those things.
Yeah, definitely.
I like happy accidents, and I want to see what the betrayal and greed is.
Yeah, isn't he like world renowned as like the nicest man in the world?
I think so. That like painting TV show is still on over here, isn't it? It's on like BBC 4 randomly every night.
I presume it's still on in the States as well. Is he dead?
Yeah, he's been dead a long time, I think.
Really?
25 years.
He's one of those guys that you know him. How many?
25.
Wow. He's one of those guys that you know all about. Well, you know who he is, but you don't know anything about. So that could be quite interesting.
Yeah. He's like a total meme daddy as well, isn't he?
Yeah, completely. Meme daddy.
Is that a phrase? It is now.
It is now. Cool. Sounds good. I look forward to that. Anything else?
Yeah, I've got another one.
Okay.
It's big news.
Okay.
Now, Paddington 2. I've never been shy of saying how good a film this is. Yeah. Well, according to Rotten Tomatoes, Paddington 2 is now officially the best film in the history of the world.
I saw this earlier this week. It's a crazy story. And it just shows why we don't really trust Rotten Tomatoes on here.
That is absolute sacrilege.
Nothing against Paddington 2. I'm sure it's wonderful.
Have you never seen it?
No, I haven't. I haven't seen either.
Oh, man. Oh, you're missing out. So, it has overtaken Citizen Kane as the highest rated movie on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Because someone has dug out an old review, and at time of release of Citizen Kane, that isn't
it's like
very complimentary.
It's like an 80-year-old review or something, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's a great story. So yeah, Paddington 2. We bow to you. The best movie.
The best movie of all time.
Humans have ever created.
I'm going to look them both up on IMDb and see what they say.
Okay.
Let's have a look.
That would be an interesting comparison.
It would help if I could spell.
I mean, it's literally, you've said the 4 letters. IMDb.
That's not what I'm struggling. How do you spell citizen?
CIT.
Yeah.
I.
Found it.
Okay.
Citizen Kane is 8.3 on IMDb currently.
Okay.
Paddington 2. 7.8.
Oh.
So, according to IMDb, you're still not quite there.
Maybe it's just a matter of time.
What is the highest rated movie on IMDb?
I don't know. We're going down there rabbit hole now.
We are. I think it's going to be The Shawshank Redemption. Do you want to have a guess?
I will guess at The Godfather Part 2.
I was right. It's The Shawshank Redemption, 9.2. The Godfather Part 1 is number 2, and The Godfather Part 2 is number 3. And then The Dark Knight's number 4.
Oh, so overrated.
I know your feelings on that film.
It's got a brilliant performance in an average film. Well, there we go. That's maybe one for another week.
Excellent. Congratulations to Paddington 2, I guess.
Yeah, well done.
Right. Do you want to talk about the Oscars for a little bit?
Yeah, let's do that.
It's normally in pre-Oscar week, or I say normally, last year, we did a prediction thing, didn't we? A mini episode on predicting the Oscars. But as neither of us had really seen any of the films that were nominated this year, we decided not to bother. How did you think did you see any of the ceremony? Did you enjoy it? How did you think it went?
It was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It got its lowest ever ratings. I don't know if you saw that.
I did, yeah. I think that's
TV
purely
ratings.
because nobody had seen any of the films. I
but
don't think you can judge it on that.
I saw a little bit of it, and it seemed lacking in production, didn't it? You know, they didn't even seem to go all out in showing sort of video packages from everything that was that was sort of being it seemed a bit half-hearted,
a bit lackluster.
Yeah,
it was filmed over 4 separate locations, wasn't it?
Sure,
because obviously nobody could travel. So there was,
exactly,
I think there was 2 in LA, 1 in London, and 1 in France.
Yeah, I believe so.
Any of the awards stick out to you? Any surprises?
I think the only one that caught everyone by surprise, really, including myself, was Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, it's the only one I got wrong. I made a couple of predictions with a few friends, and that's the only one I got wrong. I don't even think he saw it coming.
No,
because he was in bed.
I mean, because even Chadwick Boseman's family sort of came out and said, "Don't hate on Anthony Hopkins."
Yeah,
as if they've had to do that. That's
somebody texted me in the morning and was like, "Chadwick Boseman's been robbed." I was like, "You don't get robbed by Anthony Hopkins. He's like one of the greatest actors of all time. He should get an award for every film that he's ever done. You've not been robbed, been beaten." But yeah, I love the fact that he didn't. Apparently, he offered to zoom in, but they turned him down. They didn't want anybody on Zoom, so he's like, "All right, I'll just go to bed then, because I'm not staying up till 4 a.m."
Yeah, exactly.
So fair play. He's 83. You can't blame him.
Yeah, fair dues.
Oldest man to ever win an Oscar, and they headlined the ceremony with it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It was the last award, which was a bit of a surprise as well.
Well, they probably thought, well, this can go on at last because he's going to stay in bed. So
yeah,
well, not a problem there. So it was kind of a good news, bad news evening for Netflix.
Yeah,
because they won more Oscars than any other studio / distributor.
Yeah,
but none of the big ones really.
No.
I mean, I guess the biggest one would probably be Best Cinematography, which was for Mank.
Yeah. Best Documentary, that's probably quite a nice one to get.
Yeah, Best Documentary, they won for My Octopus Teacher. Mank also won Best Production Design.
My Octopus Teacher keeps popping up on my feed, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd be into it, but I might check it out.
And then Ma Rainey's Black Bottom won a couple, one for costume design and one for hair and makeup.
Yes, and they got live action short as well, didn't they? Did you say that?
No, I didn't.
An animated short.
Yeah.
2 Distant Strangers and If Anything Happens, I Love You.
Yeah, cleaning up on which I think I've seen. I've seen that.
What, If Anything Happens, I Love You?
Yeah.
Have I seen that?
Yes, I think you mentioned it on here as well.
I have seen
that. Like months
a while
ago.
back, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I have seen one of the films that was nominated this year. Yeah, it was pretty obvious that Nomadland was going to win and that Chloe Zhao was going to win. I think that was pretty much a shoo-in. I don't think there's ever been a more obvious favourite.
You can watch Nomadland
as
of
today.
Well, by the time this episode is out, you can watch it on Disney Plus.
You can.
So
I think it comes
straight there in the UK.
It's coming there today.
Yeah,
29th.
So
it is getting a cinema
release
as well. When cinemas open, they are going to show it because you can't not show the Best Picture nomination winner.
Exactly.
So I think I'll wait and go to the cinema to see it, but I do really want to watch it. It does look really good.
Yeah.
I was really happy for Daniel Kaluuya as well. Thought that was really well deserved. I haven't seen that performance, but he is usually a banker.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's been awesome. I loved his speech. Did you see his speech?
Yeah, it was.
He thanked his mum and dad for having sex. I think his mum was in the audience and she looked absolutely mortified. But it was really fun. He started in Skins in the UK.
Yeah.
And now he's got an Oscar. It's crazy.
He's taking a page out of Outcast book. That's kind of the lyrics to Hey Ya, isn't it?
True. Yeah, it's a shame that the Oscars was a bit of a damp squib this year, but I'm sure they'll be back next year.
Excellent.
Excellent indeed. Have you watched anything good at the top of the stream?
I've watched a couple of things. So, I mean, the big one is the finale of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
I haven't seen it yet.
Have you not?
No.
Oh wow! I won't talk too much about it then. But,
I saw it on your list just before we started recording. I was like, I haven't watched the finale of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I don't know why I haven't. It's just slipped my mind. So
yeah, we'll get to it.
I'll get on it.
It's pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. I'm not going to go into detail and spoil it for you. But
well, we don't usually do spoilers in this anyway, but
no.
I've heard really good things. I've heard it's really good. I don't know why I've not seen it. It's just completely slipped my mind to watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've got some time, so just get to it when you because you're up to date. You've watched the other 5, haven't you?
Yeah. I've even enjoyed the last 2.
I think you'll enjoy the finale then.
Hopefully, I'm off work next week, so I'll definitely catch it at some point.
Excellent.
Anything else?
I've started. I don't know you have as well. Ash vs Evil Dead.
What an amazing! How has this not been on my radar before?
Well, it has been on mine. I never got to it. And then now it's popped up on Netflix. So
it's wonderful.
I am near the end of the first season.
I'm
about 7 or 8.
3 episodes into season 2.
Okay.
And it's amazing. The second episode of season 2 is one of the most shocking things I've ever seen on TV, and I have no idea how it passed any sort of censorship, especially in America.
I can't wait for that then. I'm nearly there.
I have not a clue. I was speaking to Ross Cook about it, our illustrious artist, and even he was like, "I've never seen anything like that," and neither of us have. And it's gory at the best of times. It's you know what you're getting with Ash vs Evil Dead. It's just from the title, you know what you're getting. So you're getting blood, guts, and craziness. But that episode is mind-boggling. You'll know it when you see it. But yeah, it's an amazing show. I'm really enjoying it. It's really, really good fun.
Do you think it was fun to just spend 6 months or however long it takes to film a series just covered in red?
Yeah, I imagine it was amazing. Just to spend that amount of time with Bruce Campbell must be so much fun. Because he seems like the most fun man in the whole world.
What a guy.
He's just lived off that one role for his entire life. Has he even ever done anything else?
Yeah, he's
just cameos and stuff.
He's a cameo master. Have you ever seen what's it called? He plays is it Bubba Hotep?
Bubba Hotep.
Have you never seen that?
Yeah, I have seen that. I have seen that
right
when it first came out.
Yeah, right up your street, surely.
Yeah, I remember watching it when it first came out.
Movie.
But did he play Elvis? Something to do with Elvis in it, isn't it?
It's from 2002.
Oh my goodness, it's nearly 20 years old.
Oh, that's crazy.
Maybe it's prime for a rewatch. To be fair, I've not seen neither of the Evil Dead films for a very long time.
Yeah, he plays Elvis, doesn't he? And they're in a nursing home.
Yeah,
and it's like and a mum. They have to they file a mum, don't they?
I'm gonna watch it. Apparently, his autobiography is really good as well. I might try and check that out.
Cool. Yeah, I bet that'd be a good read.
But I might do a rewatch of the Evil Dead. So I've not seen them for a long time. So once I've finished the show, I might move on to the films.
I think we've got them all on DVDs. I think they're my wife's.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, sure we have.
Oh, maybe I'll borrow them off you.
Cool.
I don't know if it streams everywhere anyway. I'm sure it's probably on one of the streamers.
It'll
probably
be
on Shudder, I would imagine. Those sort of things pop up on Shudder, don't they?
How about you? You watched anything else?
Yes. I watched Stowaway.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is Netflix's new film for this week, because they're releasing a new film every week. I think people are aware of that this year. I didn't hate it. It's for those of you who don't know what it is, it's Netflix's original. It's Anna Kendrick, Daniel Day-Kim, and Toni Collette. I suppose Shamir Anderson is in it as well. They're the only 4 people that are in it, so I should probably shout him out. It's about a 3-person space crew on their way to Mars, and suddenly we talked about it a while back, suddenly becomes a 4-person crew when they find a stowaway on board.
That's right, yeah.
It's a lot of people. I spoke to Samuel Holland, who's another one of our patrons. I'm shouting out all the Patreons this week, except Jordan. I spoke to Sam about it. He watched it the same night as I did, and he really didn't like it. So, but as we know, I'm quite a lot more forgiving on films than I should be. It is boring. There's bits of it just goes on for too long. But the story on the whole is all right. There's one unforgivable moment that they just don't explain. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but them not explaining it kind of ruins the whole film.
You couldn't get past that.
You can't get past the fact that they haven't explained this one thing. And it's just a standard space film. The most annoying thing is, you're always weightless in space.
Sure.
Well, this ship has a special anti-gravity, so they don't have to bother filming weightless scenes. It's basically what it was.
I think plenty of sci-fi have done that.
Yeah. But they make a big deal out of it, and I don't know. If you've got a spare hour and a half, no, it's on for nearly 2 hours. If you've got a spare 2 hours, it's all right. If you're into space films, it's all right. But
I'm hearing it's fine. Is that what you're telling
it's
me?
fine. That's what I'm telling you. I'm not sure about Anna Kendrick as an astronaut. It's a weird casting choice for me, but
Does she sing?
No.
Okay.
I also watched a film called Eighth Grade.
Okay, tell me about that.
That is directed by the aforementioned Bo Burnham.
Oh, excellent. Good linkage.
Thank you. It came out a couple of years ago. It was, I think, 2018, and it's basically just a story of a girl who's struggling to get through the 8th grade of high school, and how she's like a proper introvert and how she tries to come out of herself. She tries to force herself into awkward situations, and she gets in with some older people, and it's a really, really good film. It won a lot of awards, and it's quite highly regarded. It comes up on Brett Goldstein's podcast all the time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's worth checking out. The cast's good. The main girl in it is brilliant. It's rated at 7.4 on IMDb, so it's got to be all right. Yeah, it's worth checking out. I would recommend it, especially if you're into like coming of age movies.
Awesome.
I think that's it. I think that's all I've been watching.
Yeah, me too. I think that covers it for me as well.
Well, there is one more thing we've been watching, both of us.
Oh, of course.
So last week we mentioned that we were going to start doing a watch along, I guess. No, how would you describe
Possibly.
it?
Well, we're going to watch something and talk about it, but
we picked a TV show.
Find out how far we get.
We picked a TV show, and we're going to watch an episode a week. Talk about it on here for a little bit. Talk about it in the Discord. So if you want to watch along with us, you're not too far behind. Come and join us in the Discord. We'll have chats about it in there, and we'll just briefly go over it on the show. But we picked the show called Alice in Borderland.
Yeah.
Which is a Japanese show, isn't it?
It is, yes. I'm still here.
Good.
So you dipped out then.
Did I? So yeah, it's
carry on.
Japanese show about a group of people, or 3 lads, I guess. And they get...
so far.
They get left behind when the whole of Japan just disappears one day. All the population just disappear out of nowhere. And then they get...
they're in Tokyo, and it's deserted.
Yeah. And they get put into this like survival game. It reminded me a lot of Cube.
Yes, very much so.
There was definite shout outs to Cube. Check out our season 1 episode on Cube. What did you think of it? We obviously watched the pilot episode this week, so if you do want to watch along, you're only 1 episode behind. So, what are your thoughts?
I liked some of it.
Okay.
I wasn't having a good time for the first half of it.
Right. Why not?
I thought, that scene that was like 10 minutes long where they were just texting each other?
Yeah, that did go on.
Really pissed me off. You're just watching these 3 characters have a text message conversation.
Yeah, as they're kind of all walking towards each other, aren't
they? Really annoying.
That's right at the beginning as well, so that's not a good start. Got you off on a bad foot.
I mean, I'm intrigued. I want to watch the next one, don't get me wrong. I didn't see anything that I hadn't seen before anywhere.
Yeah.
It's obviously the deserted city scenes. It was very much sort of, we've seen that in countless movies before. I am quite intrigued to see where have the other people gone, or where have these guys been taken to.
Yeah.
And then once they get into playing the game, you're right, it is literally Cube.
It's completely Cube.
In fact, there's almost a carbon copy scene where he's doing the maths to work out where the edge of the building is.
I did think that.
Exactly the same.
I watched Cube again recently.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I watched it about a month ago now. And it's very maths based. And then as soon as they started doing maths on this, I was like, well, yeah, this is 100% just a Cube ripoff. So they got transported into this maze of rooms where they had to choose which door to get in and out of. I don't want to give too many spoilers away for it. But it was all to do with... the only thing I didn't understand was what the hell was the car? What did that have to do with anything?
That was his reference point of something that... Because he knew how long it was. So
right, so he referenced the length of the car.
He could use the length of the car to estimate the length of the building.
Right, okay. I was watching it,
because he was a car nerd.
Don't get that.
Right at the start, where it was sort of panning through... Arisu was the character. When it was panning through his bedroom when he was gaming, there was like a load of BMW magazines and stuff like that.
So car nerds know lengths of all cars, do they?
Well, he knew that one. So.
being picky. I enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. It really sucked me in. You know me, I love these sort of post-apocalyptic, random shit pieces of film and TV. So
yeah, so they escaped that level, and they, it basically left, didn't it, saying, you've got a pass for 3 days, and to extend the pass, you need to keep playing.
Yeah.
When your pass expires, you will be killed.
Yeah. Which was evidenced by a man who got killed when his pass expired.
Yeah. Look, it wasn't bad. It was just, I don't think there was, like I say, there was nothing there that I've not seen in other stuff.
Yeah.
So, but it was a pilot. Yeah, fine.
As far as pilots go, I quite enjoyed it. So we are sticking with it, are we?
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about this. We said if we decide to give up on it, we're not prepared to not give up on something. But what if one of us does and one of us doesn't?
Well, then we'll have to have that argument.
I think we have to
convince one or another.
We both have to keep watching it unless both of us decide to stop.
Okay.
I think that's the rules. Yeah?
Yeah. Got to be a unanimous getting off decision.
Yeah. As all getting off decisions should be. I'm definitely going to stick with it. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun, and I'm really, really intrigued to see where it's going. So
cool.
Yeah, if you want to come
Go on. Yeah, maybe it'll grab me.
I'm sure it will.
Next episode.
So yeah, if you want to join us in the watch along, check out episode 1 of Alice in Borderland. Come and join us in the Discord, and then watch episode 2, because that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, if you want to come and extend your rod with us into the TV stream, then please do so.
And if you are watching along, tweet us, let us know what you think, and we'll read some of your comments out on here.
Totally.
Excellent. The Discord link will be in the bottom of the show notes, and you can also find it on Twitter, Instagram, all those good places. We got anything else we want to chat about before we leave?
I think that is everything I wanted to cover on The Wave.
Me too.
Let's just give a real sort of quick tease for our movie this week, I guess, because we haven't mentioned that.
That's true.
So, episode 3 of season 5 is coming on Thursday, and we are talking about John Henry.
Who's he?
Which we'll talk about who he is, I'm sure.
I'm sure
Thursday.
we will.
In this case, he's a character played by Terry Crews.
Yeah.
He's going man of action and man of drama rather than you maybe
man of comedy
him in a comedy role. He's going up against Ludacris.
His cousin, nonetheless.
And, with a cast like that, it's prime bottom of the stream fodder, surely.
100%. 100%. So yeah, join us on that episode. Will be out on Thursday, and you can find out what we thought of John Henry. And you can check it out yourself in the meantime if you want to.
We'll see you then.
All right, cool. Thanks very much. Bye.
Cheers.